Hello Internet! Shoutthis here, and it's time for another episode of ShoutStone. So, I have not started a new season of Arena Time this week. I'm not going to do it this week. I'll probably save it till next week, when I am not traveling all around and doing a bunch of other holiday-related things. So it's going to be a little easier for me to acquire the videos that I will need, and get them all properly converted. But anyway, let's do a little bit of action, though. I am going to bring to you a Trump game. One of his arena matchups. Again, not arena time, but who cares? Let's get to the action right now. It is Uther versus Garrosh. Trump playing the part of Uther, the Paladin, and Absol playing the part of Garrosh, the Warrior. So, this is the last video of 2013 for this channel. I'm pretty thrilled about that. I'm surprised it lasted quite so long. I'm really happy about that. I'm really glad that I've got 1,500 subscribers plus now, and all of you great folks have been, you know, coming back, watching these videos, leaving comments, you know, good, bad, indifferent. Just, I love hearing from everybody, and I really appreciate it. It's been really fun, and I can't wait to continue to grow and do more with not only Hearthstone, but Heroes of the Storm, which I'm going to cast once that game's available, and who knows what else. Who knows what'll happen. We got a whole new year ahead of us. Anyway, day 9 gets that, Trump. Wow. Trump gets the Fairy Dragon out turn 2. Could be a really good response here. Might have to burn a spell if he has it, but no, he's going to have to armor up instead, so that's going to at least nullify a couple points of the damage that will be dealt on this turn, and here comes a Silverhand Recruit. I've mentioned this before, but I certainly think that the Paladin's hero power is one of the more powerful ones in the game. Just the ability to produce a minion whenever you want. It can be really game-changing, honestly. Just with all of the other abilities that, you know, buff and affect minions. Anyway, Arathi Weaponsmith coming out. And he's going to use one charge of that weapon to take out that dragon. Alright, brings out a Gnomish Inventor. And is going to instead continue to focus fire down on Garrosh himself. So the Weaponsmith can take out the little guy if he wants to. No, he's going to play a Tauren Warrior. It's that 2/3 that has a bonus attack and rage. Alright, so it looks like he's going to focus fire on Trump, or is he going to worry about those minions? Alright, looks like he is going to clear the little guy. That does make him a bit vulnerable for the next turn here. But we'll have to see, because obviously the attention has to be drawn to that Tauren Warrior. But there are a few good options here for Trump at the moment. I mean, he has Consecration. He can play that if he wants. He has that Harvest Golem, which is a really good option. And he just does spawn another Silverhand Recruit, which is nice. And he's just going to pass the turn. Not even going to bother attacking in, dealing any damage. Just wants to get a bit of a field underneath him to manipulate in the future as we go forward. Alright, going to take down the first and a quick minion trade. But that does leave the spawned one. Oh, and he's going to actually use his weapon to take it out. That's probably a pretty good move. Or no. Okay. Interesting. He's going to take out the Recruit instead. And he's going to use that Tauren Warrior to take it out. So that does proc the Enrage. See, that's interesting. I wonder why I didn't do it the other way around. You know, deal less, you know, eat less damage and still get the Enrage proc, and then just burn it with your weapon. I mean, he has enough health to do that. So, whatever. Gnomish Inventor comes out for the Warrior player, and it's back to Trump. Up to the 6-drop at this point. So we could do a quick minion trade here. Looks like that's probably going to be the idea he's going to use. Most likely, yeah. So he makes that minion trade. Clears the 5/1 Tauren Warrior. And gets a Boulder Fist Ogre out. So now we're starting to see some heavyweight minions come onto the field. Both players really loaded up on cards, though. Slight advantage to the Warrior player, but not by much. He definitely is going to need to want to worry about that Boulder Fist Ogre. And especially without leaving himself too vulnerable. Gets out a Booty Bay Bodyguard. And bypasses the Ogre and instead focuses fire on Trump himself. Alright, so at this point, we're up to the 7-drop. Every card can be played for Trump, or every option is available to him. He's going to burn that Boulder Fist Ogre to clear... Is he? He might. Yes, alright, he's going to take care of that Booty Bay Bodyguard, play a War Golem, another massive minion coming onto the field. This is where things can start to get a bit hairy, because now there's a good amount of damage sitting on the other side of that table. Now granted, the Ogre can be taken out with the Gnomish Inventor pretty easily, and that's exactly what he's going to do. A very good trade there. Does leave the War Golem up. A Wrathy Weaponsmith at least gives him a weapon. But he's going to need some more. Dread Corsair gets that out cheap. Another taunt, but that can easily be taken out by the Hammer of Wrath sitting in Trump's hand right now. So that is going to be... I mean, in theory, he could eat a good 7 damage here. And he can also play that True Silver Champion if he wants to. And get himself a weapon. So there he goes. He's going to put that into play. And play the True Silver Champion. Exactly what I thought. And here comes the damage. So he clears the minion, deals a huge 7 points of damage to Garrosh. And now Absol is in a dangerous place. He's down to 17 health. He's got a big 7/7 minion sitting on the other side of that field. I don't know what he really has for removal. He didn't use it on the last turn, and unless he got really lucky with his draw on this turn, I don't think he's going to have anything. Another taunt is good, I suppose. It's going to help a bit. Armor Up is also another good move there. Recovers a couple points of health, even if they are in the form of armor. It doesn't really matter what form it's in. It still counts and is affected the same way. But now, Absol still digging. He's going to play that Direwolf Alpha to get a little bit extra attack power. Oh, and there's another Hammer of Wrath. But no, he's going to play that War Golem. Takes out the Direwolf Alpha with his weapon, plays Twilight Drake and a Raging Worgen. So still a lot of threat on the other side of that table. And he does have that good removal in Hammer of Wrath. He still has Consecration, which can be useful. The quality is still going to be very nice. He's got that Defender of Argus if he really wants to use it to keep something protected. Going to deal Cleave, and it does hit in a good couple spots. So he can, in theory, take out that War Golem with his weapon. He will eat 7 damage. He'll only eat 5, technically. Oh, and an Abomination comes out. Very interesting. That's actually a pretty good play there. So he knows that... He actually does a good job if they're kind of reducing the amount of health here. That he knows once that Abomination is killed, there's no real silence for his opponent. So 2 minions are going to die here. The War Golem and the Raging Worgen are going to die. There's just no way around it. But he does manage to trigger the Enrage on that Gurabashi Berserker. Hits another attack in with the Twilight Dragon. Drake, whatever, you know what I mean. And gets another Silverhand Recruit out there. Okay, so it's now even more dangerous for Absol. He's down to 12 HP. He still has that weapon in his hand. He can use it to take out that, well, he can use it to take out the Silverhand, if he really wants to. Is going to play Onyxia. And a lot of Drakes. Well, he does have Consecration, so things can be handled. And he does have Equality as well. And that's actually going to be it. So he didn't even need to play Consecration. Hammer of Wrath finishes the job, and the deal has been sealed. Trump wins in triumphant fashion, a couple of quick hits. A good play with Onyxia there, but it would have been shut down pretty efficiently by Trump anyway. But really good game on behalf of our Paladin player, of course. But that is going to do it for this final episode of ShoutStone for 2013. Once again, thank you all so much for being fans, for liking and watching the show, for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Please tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody you know to check this out if they like Hearthstone, if they even care. And if you ever have any suggestions or things that you'd like to see happen on this channel, leave them in the comments. Let me know. Or hit me up on Twitter. It's at GKick Shoutcast. Or you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/ShoutStone. So, there you have it. But once again, thanks a lot for watching. You know the routine. Subscribe, like, comment, etc. I'll see you all next year.